been a pleasure bringing you content to help you reach your ranked goals, but some of you have hit a wall, and I'm here to help you. I think practice without focus is a waste of time. So whenever I go into the training room, I have a goal in mind. When I play, I find problems, and then I go into the training room to find answers. This video will go over my process and how I take real in-game problems and find real in-game solutions. And once I find that solution, I'll also show you how I actually practice it so that you can be more consistent. Step 1. Find a problem. Let's go over a problem that I had. I wanted to find a setup that after this sequence here, I can use a drive rush overhead and for it to hit meaty every time. The problem was sometimes I would do it too early and whiff and then get punished for it, or I would do it too late and get punished on startup. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a setup that worked 100% of the time. However, something interesting happened. The more I tried to find a setup, I got better at it. All these trials and all these attempts made me better at doing this setup that is a manual timing. And that's what's cool about your brain. If you train it, you'll get it. We diagnosed the problem, we found a solution, but now we branch off. Did it hit or did it get blocked? So if it hits, how plus are we? Let's find a combo and hit. We're +8. We're +8 because they hit a button on wake up and we got the counter hit, which adds 2 frames. So without a button being pressed, we're +6. I was asked this earlier. What does it mean to be a world-class player? Well, a world-class player would confirm hit or block and then confirm on hit, counter hit, or not counter hit. But I'm not a world-class player, so I'm just going to assume all the time it's +6. And I do this for consistency because if it hits, I can always combo afterwards with this string here. On counter hit, technically I can do something like this here. However, I would have to confirm the counter hit, which is very hard. So counter hit or not, we're just going to assume that on hit, we're just going to go with a +6 situation, which is standing strong. On hit, we can go with a string that looks like this, which takes us back into the same situation, and we get Oki off of that. If you watch my combo drills video, you know I'd like this knockdown because it offers me Oki. If they wake up with a button, they get hit. And if they try to hit a button, I can also throw them. So the defender must always guess what I plan to do here and then leave themselves open for more damage. Making sure you have Oki on your wake up, which is pressure after you knock him down, is so important because in this sequence here, Ken cannot wake up with a button. In this part here, he can't even block low, but if he wakes up with a button here, he dies. Jury, when she has full resources, actually does a fair amount of damage, and she's cocked, locked, and ready to unload. And if you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe to see more content like this. So first, we have the setup. We have to make sure we have it down so that we don't get jabbed out of it. So we have a combo after overhead that we can use to get Oki and to make sure we can pressure the opponent after we knock them down. And we also have a combo on a cash out. So if we get the hit, if they're at like half health and we have full resources, we have a combo that we should practice to make sure we do not drop, that we have it at the ready at any time. We should be thinking about different ways that we can start the setup so that we can train our brain to do it in more situations. So let's try after a cross up. And we see I'm already screwing up because I'm not used to doing it after a cross up. So we have to practice that. Boom, we messed up. This is why we practice in all different ways. And this is me doing it live. I'm actually not like joking about this. In the first situation, I was able to do it almost every time. But changing the starter screwed up my timing. It's weird how that works. This is also nice because it loops. So you can try it from one part of the stage to the other, making sure we have it down. Messed up. Let's try it again. You might look at stuff like this and go, Kail, is this necessary? Well, think about it. Basketball players, even though they're professionals, they still practice all aspects of their game. Professionals and anyone who's trying to get good at anything will always practice even the most mundane things. And now, the right side. When you're trying to get good at something, you have to break it down in the most minute detail and give your brain a chance to take some of the load off. You have to practice even the smallest things over and over until you get it. And now that we're good at this, let's try the next part. All right. Bong, bong, bong. Bong, bong. Now, the other side. You have the tail end of this combo down, but again, the moment you change it in any way, that's enough to screw you up. Even though we're practicing something new, we're also taking something old that we might already know and getting even more reps on it, getting more clean, and getting better at it. Every time I input level 3, I feel like I'm getting more and more consistent with it. And this is the power of practicing even new things. You get better at the old stuff. Bruce Lee once said, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. So we have a combo for Oki, we have a combo for cash out. Let's look at what happens if they block the overhead. We set this up by putting the dummy to block after first hit, and let's turn off any wake up reversals. So after Kimberly gets hit, she'll block the overhead. It's also important to check yourself from time to time because you want to make sure you still have the timing down for the overhead. So I just dropped it. Let's turn it back on. We got it. Cool. Let's turn it back off. Turning on the frame meter, we can look at what she is on block after she blocks the overhead. We're +1. Okay, so she's -1. So let's set Kimberly to use a crouching light punch on block. So after she blocks the overhead, she should hit crouching light punch. And my stand jab or my crouching jab is 4 frames, so I know I can always win in this situation. If she hits a button after she blocks the overhead and I hit a jab, she'll get hit by the jab. I'm 1 frame ahead, so if we both use a 4-frame button, I'll always win. I can do crouch jab, crouch strong into Fuhajin. This is a bit greedy because if they block the jab and then hit a button afterwards, they'll beat me out. And if you want to be absolutely safe, you can use 2 jabs after the blocked overhead. This keeps us relatively safe. Some characters might be able to punish this. However, we don't have to do the Fuhajin. Now, what I came up with is I'll do this route here. It's not the most safe. It's a bit greedy, yes. However, what I like about it is that I'm hitting a standing button on hit, and I'm hitting a standing button on block. Makes it a little bit easier to confirm. So this is a media overhead that creates another frame trap there. Let's look at what happens if they hit a button and get hit by the jab. There's my cash out combo, right? Boom. Another question I get asked is, what if they drive impact? Well, if they drive impact and I do it right, I can always counter drive impact. So this creates a drill that I can practice the overhead on wake up, and if they drive impact, to make sure I'm always looking for it. So we're creating a drill from the same situation to make sure that we can confirm both things. These are the kind of things that I like to do when I don't want to play games, but I still want to improve. This is like doing push-ups while trying to overcome that wall that I talked about earlier. We are building muscles in ways that just playing random people online is just not going to give you. It's not about practice. It's about controlled practice. You have to be able to have a focus in the things that you do so that you can just improve naturally. We've diagnosed the problem, and we found a solution on hit for Oki and cash out, and we found out what to do on block. This is the beauty of focused training. This is going to happen in games, and we could set up a real situation in a simulation. Now, we can bring this all together. Let's first set the dummy to block at the first hit. We're going to go over to wake up reversal, and we're going to set it to do a crouching light punch. We're also going to set up the dummy to do nothing. What this will do is that when the dummy gets up, he's going to wake up with a crouching light punch, or he's going to block. But we're not done yet. Let's go over to block reversal, and after he blocks, let's set up for another crouching light punch. We have this chart here, and we set the dummy up to do exactly this. We have the solution to the setup that we came up with. We have the dummy set up to either get hit or to block. And if they get hit, we have a combo. If they block, we have a combo. First things first, make sure you can confirm. It's going to take some time, but with practice, you'll be able to get this down. I know that people are not going to find this to be fun. However, sometimes training, it's not fun. What's more painful? Losing to the same players that you know you should beat and playing them over and over again, losing over and over again, or setting this up and take a half an hour of your day, turning some of your favorite music on, and just practicing. All about reps. It's all about training your brain, right? You want to make sure that we're nice with it. Your opponent's going to be nice, right? Your opponent's not going to drop anything. We got to be better than them. If you are diamond and below, let me know in the comments section. But guess what your opponents aren't doing? Practicing how to confirm stuff like this. It's not just about an overhead. This is a skill that translates to all aspects of gameplay. You're going to be doing things like this all the time, no matter what character you play, no matter what situation you're in. As I drop my combo, let's practice. Cool. 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 Got it. After the overhead, you're +1, so we have a string for that. But the same thing could be said for a stand jab. The same thing happens with a crouching medium punch, with a drive rush hard kick. And with all these situations, we have to be able to confirm. And this is the kind of setup that you can do to practice your confirms. I got the inspiration to do this video because this is the situation I ran into with Aki. These are the drills that I did when I was struggling in gold to get up with Aki, and how I improved my game to get out of gold and got to diamond. Kind of stopped there, but this is what I did to improve. Because it doesn't matter what character you play. It doesn't matter what game you play. These are fundamentals. These are concepts that you'll always have to use. And you'll always use. If you want to improve, you can't continue to play how you usually play, right? You have to play like a master. This is what master players can do. Sometimes you know something that your opponent doesn't know, or you know something that they think they know and they have no idea. Imagine you're Rashid here. You get jumped in on and you do lose a lot of damage. You peep the overhead off the drive rush, you DI, and you get countered. And then for that one mistake, you die for it. Success occurs when opportunity meets preparation. Prepare yourself. If this video brought you value, subscribe for more. And this next video on combo drills will help you on your way as well. Trust me, everyone who's watched this video has ranked up at least one rank. So watch this and go rank up. Thank you for watching. Tell your loved ones that you love them, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.